to my channel. My name's Isabel and this is my first ever video, and in order of that I thought it'd be a good idea to start by doing all my horses, so in the future it will be a bit easy on which horse I'm riding. So let's get into it. Also, I'm really sorry about my voice, it's like really sore right now, so just try to ignore that. So here's my first horse, Sky, and his competition name is Caramel Cookie, and he's a 9-year-old off the track thoroughbred. I brought him and trained him myself. And he's gelding. I got that. So here are some videos when I first got Sky, and let's just say he was not the easiest horse ever to ride. He would either jump too short, jump too long, or drift to the side when he jumps. Now at first, everyone told me, oh, it's just a typical off-the-track thoroughbred thing. And definitely for a young horse. But in my head, I was like, he's doing it all the time though. Like usually I thought it was like a bit like once a blue moon, yeah. And then he started jumping wings. And that's when I noticed there's something wrong with this horse. Now I don't want to give up too soon, so I decided to take him to my friend who is a really good vet, and she goes to a university that focuses on like veterinary stuff. So I was like, oh wow, she will know what's wrong with him. She's amazing at like advice to give you like with your animal. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll go straight to her. So she said that she'll just try him and just give him a little ride, as she's also a horse rider and she's really good. And she's a really good top competitor in the horse world. And here are some pictures of her jumping. And as you can see, she had the same problem as me. Obviously, she coped with it a lot better than me. And she told me that he needed to go straight to this guy called Hugh that's at, I think it's South Hoof, and I'm just so grateful that she advised me to go to him, because otherwise I don't know what would have happened. I probably would have had to sell him, and you'll see why in a minute. And yeah, she told me he has the ability to jump high, but he has a problem, and she recommended going to see this guy called Hugh. So obviously I was like, okay. I was a bit nervous at first, because I was like, what if they're going to have to like put down my horse? Obviously I don't want that to happen. So I was a bit like confused, should I not? But I did in the end, because I thought it'd be the best thing for him. Also, I'm like got a really stuffy nose too, so I'm really sorry if I keep sniffing. So when I went to Hugh, he told me just to walk him around, and he just told me if like he could see him drifting one way or the other. He said that he wasn't drifting too much, but he can see it. And then he decided to check his eyes, and then he turned around and told me, you need to bring him into immediate surgery. Now, at first I was like, what? And then of course I was just like, okay, just take him, I want whatever's best for him. So without signing any paperwork, he just took him and we brought him straight into surgery. So after the surgery, we found out he was blind in his left eye, which I thought like, oh no, like I might have to sell him. And then I was like, no one's going to want a horse that's blind. So I decided maybe I should just keep training him. And then I started training him, and he was just so much better. And he just tried so hard, like he would never give up or anything. And here are some clips at a show that we did recently, and I'm so proud of this horse. And being blind in his eye does not affect his personality whatsoever. horse, well, I mean pony. His name is Billy. Billy is a 5-year-old Connemara / New Forest pony. Now Billy's story is very just average for a project pony. I went and tried him. He was a bit jumpy at first and he booked a lot, but of course I decided to buy him because I really wanted a project pony at this time. This was around 3 years ago. Yes, quite a while ago. So he was only actually 3 because he's coming up for 6 next month. So this was around 3 years ago, and he was amazing at jumping. But I was told myself in my head, you can't get too attached to this horse, otherwise you'll never want to sell him, and you can't have another horse. At the time, I had around 5 horses, but obviously I've sold some of those horses now. Which, if you like a story about that, then comment down below. Basically, but right from the beginning, I noticed he did have a talent. Now, not many people really noticed it. Like, no one at the barn really noticed it, but I definitely did. So when I took him to my first show, I was very excited because I knew he was just so good at jumping. And he acted like he was like a schoolmaster, although he would book a lot. That's one thing that he definitely does a lot. But I kind of understand he's still a young horse and all these fences and jumps can be a lot for him. Now there will be a cross-country video coming out soon with Billy, and you get to see how he'll go with cross-country jumps, because fingers crossed he'll be my next pony eventing champion. Yes, there's a show coming up and I really want to enter it with him because he definitely has the talent, but do I? That's the thing. But because I've not really done that much eventing, I've only really done show jumping. Anyway, back to Billy. Now Billy is really good at tight turns. Like, he would be the best jump off pony. And because he's just so tiny, he can just fit through the gaps, and he's just amazing. He doesn't even have to think, he'll just pop over it. And he's definitely one of the best project ponies I've ever had. And I doubt I will ever sell him. I think he'll be a forever horse with Sky, because he just means so much to me for the past 3 years I've owned him for. So, and the plan was only to keep him for 1, so yeah, he's probably never going to be sold. And the highest he's jumped is 1m30, and he did a 1m10 course, which you will see in a minute. Now I'm just practicing some cross rails and some little straights in this clips now, and yeah, so he was really good at jumping, so I'll just let you see the clips. I did the other week. It was a 1m10 course, and at the start it just starts off with around 90cm jumps, then it builds its way up to the higher fences. Also, as you can see, the higher fences do not scare him at all. He just jumps them. So this is my newest horse, Champion. I've only had him for a month now, so I don't have many clips of him. And he is an amazing jumper, and hopefully he'll be my next eventing horse. He's not scared of any jump, he'll just take it. Maybe one refusal he'll have, nothing over that. He never rears, he's just a delight to ride. He's so soft in the mouth, and yeah, so fingers crossed I can try doing a ride in hackamores with him, because I just think he'd get on so well in them. And hopefully he will be in my next eventing course, as I really want to start eventing, and hopefully he will be the horse for that. And I still have a lot to learn on him, as I've only had him. Thank you so much for watching this video. Now this is my first ever video, so I'm sorry if it's not the best, and I will definitely start getting better and using different editing techniques. It's just because this is my first video, so I'm really excited to start doing YouTube. So make sure to like and subscribe. Goodbye.